Welcome to our Somatics class for November 2025. Wonderful to be here with you. Please do pace yourself, listen to your body. Don't push through pain. That's your body's way of saying it doesn't feel safe to go there today. And so remember to take care of you. You can slow things down. You can speed things up. You can take breaks in between, but keep the breath moving and your body moving, even if it is gentle. All right, here we go, guys. Let's begin just with taking some breaths. I like to start standing because it's morning. It's good to kind of get our body going before we hit the mat. So let's just take a big breath up and exhale all the way out. And again, big breath up and exhale out. Let's do that 2 more times. Just starting to come into the body. We don't want to force it. We just want to start to feel it and connect, right? It's just letting it know that we're here. Let's circle the shoulders around. I've got a wide stance. Knees are bent. Taking the shoulders. And then just one at a time. It starts to get the bit of rotation in through the upper quadrant. Bring the breath in, and let's start to bring the elbow up. We're just making the movement a little bit larger. Let yourself be loose, be easy. If the circles need to be smaller, that's okay. And let's expand the motion, expand the motion. And if you want to follow your fingers with your eyes, just to open through your heart center a little bit more. And again, just keeping in the breath, inhale. And as we're doing this, I want to thank you for being here, taking the time to come and join in this powerful process of moving and breathing. And now let's just take it forward and back. And then also, which is more important than me acknowledging you, is you acknowledging you. You're going, God, I made it. I made a promise to myself, and here I am. So when I turn sideways, I'm just letting you see sort of from the side view, kind of rounding and opening, keeping my knees loose, right? Just keeping them loose. Just allowing that motion. A lot of power in moving the arms. In Qigong, they say you need to do at least 100 arm swing motions a day. And so starting with that, excellent. And let's just swing side to side. Swing side to side. Again, make the movement as large or as small as what feels good. Moving at your own pace, right? Think of that lifting through your spine. Lifting through the spine. Excellent. Now step the foot in. Step the foot in. The steps can be big, they can be small. And again, pace yourself. Just let me guide you, but you move at your own rate. And now changing the arm motion to over. Working through all the planes. Keep the breath flowing. Inhaling. Exhaling. I always do this right when I wake up. I do put my kettle on. And when I'm waiting for the water, I come and do my motion. And I find myself waking up naturally. I come back to center and just kind of let it shake out. Right? We always want to involve the feet and the calves because that's all about what we call the Venus return, right? It's bringing everything back up to the heart. So stirring the pot with the arms. Again, keep it loose here. Keep it loose. Keep it loose and just breathe. I'm keeping my toes down, but you can jump if you want. Whatever feels good. Maybe you're having an excited day and you feel like you want to jump. And now swing the arms up and down, pumping with the legs. And if it feels too much to do both, just use the arms. It's okay, you can swing the arms. Very good to do, swinging the arms. And if you want to rise up to the toes, you can rise up to the toes. Staying with the breath. Inhaling, exhaling, let it feel good. And now we'll do alternating, single arm, single arm. And here I like to turn my head. Right, if it feels good to turn, let it turn. If it feels stiff, just do small motions. Don't force it. Small motion. Really nice. Good. And then bring it down. Take the legs wide. Just a little twist. Tap, tap, sending vibration, energy all the way through your body. Knees are soft, hips are loose, lifting through your spine. That ground center line carries you through all the movement. You have your posture and alignment. Excellent. Now we're going to stomp the heel, stomp the heel. Right? This is, again, bone building activity. And you can clap the heel of your palms together. So weight bearing activity is good for bone density. So stomp, stomp, stomp. Good. And now let's beat our chest, just like Tarzan. Bam, 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 bam. Let the breath come in. I was stimulating our lungs, stimulating the lungs and the lymphatic. And now let's come to the ribs. Right. Just a nice tap, letting it know, here we are. Time to wake up. And now rub your belly, rub your sides, rub it all. So good. Yes. Wake all that up. Circles around. There's so many lymphatics that lymph nodes in through the belly. And now find your rib cage and just press, separating the ribs. If you have a tight low back, we want to just loosen up the musculature under the rib cage. So I'm finding the ribs following along. If it feels tender, go gently, but we want to do this on a regular basis so it doesn't feel tender. Awesome. All right. So now take the legs wide and let's move the pelvis. Circle around. I like to think that I'm balancing a plate on my head and just moving the pelvis. That makes me slow down a little bit. And then what I'm doing is I'm separating the rib cage from the pelvis, which again is really good for the low back, and changing directions. Knees are soft, shoulders relaxed. Hands can be on the hips or not, whatever feels good. This is a really good thing to do to ground if you're feeling like you're getting a little up in the head, a little anxious or overwhelmed. Hip pelvic circles bring you back down in the core. Good, and just side to side. Keep it loose, be a little cheeky. That's it. Use the breath. Inhale and exhale. So good. Now take your hands, place them on the back of your sacrum. So not on the low back, but on the bone. Relax your shoulders and then just press your hips forward. Look up and come back. Keep the knees a little soft. My knees are relaxed. Not that I'm in a squat, but I'm not hyperextending. They're a little bent. Just press and then bring it back. And one more time. Press it forward and bring it back. Wonderful. All right, cross crawl. Getting our brain body integration. Always good to do diagonals. Left side of the brain to the right side of the body. I'm a lefty, so I love the saying, if the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body, then only left-handed people are in their right mind. My story, I'm sticking to it. And then just kick it behind, kick it behind. And then we can take the opposite hand. Oh, there we go. And cross crawls. So good. Hopefully you're feeling warm, a little bit enlivened. Okay, got the heart rate up a little bit. Got breath opened up. Excellent. And now take the legs wide, a little bit of a turnout, and we're just going to sit and open, and sit and open, sit and open. Good. To do some leg strengthening. Right. We're only as young as our legs are strong. We think of people we know who are older, I mean, a lot older, And if their legs become weak, right, that's kind of the demise, that they move less, they don't have confidence, and there's where the changes happen so strongly. And let's just do 4 more. And open. Deep with the breath. Beautiful. 2 more times. Good. Down and up. Excellent. And then just bring it into center. Let's go into a march here. Straighten up my mat. March. Shoulders are relaxed. Chest is up. And again, breathing in. Lifting, ground, anchoring down to the earth. Center. Tighten the tummy, lifting. And then align. Nice, strong spine. Good. Marching with energy, with a vengeance. Good. And then wide and narrow, and wide and narrow. Beautiful. Wide. The antidote to being stiff is movement. Right? If we're feeling stiff, what we want to do is move our body. Get the energy flowing. The lactic acid that causes the stiffness out of the body. And let's just do 2 more. In, out, and in. Awesome. All right. We're going to be coming down to the ground. So remember, the safest way to get down to the floor is we step a foot forward. We come down onto the knee. And here we are. So let's just go into a little shell stretch. So we have child's pose is typically hands back here. Shell stretch is arms out in front. What I like to do is reach my hands forward to push my hips back. And it just creates this beautiful space. If you need to open the knees wider, you can open your knees wider. Breathe into the belly and side ribs. Very nice. And then just come forward and just let your hips draw down. Open your throat, roll your eyes up. Check that you're pushing into the mat to keep your shoulders away from your ears, and then round your back and come back. You can do a modified forward rock if your back is feeling tight. You can just come forward onto all fours, rock forward like this, and sit back. So if going all the way forward into Cobra doesn't feel good, just rock forward and sit back. This is a really nice way to open up through the low back. Otherwise, you come forward, push into the hands, roll your eyes up, open your throat, breathe up into the third eye, and then round your back and sit back. So choose the range that feels good for you today. All right, it's all about how do I want to feel? Sometimes we have to give ourselves a little push. If we feel tired and don't want to move, but we know if I move, I'll feel better, we've got to give ourselves that little push to move. And then the payoff happens in feeling better. With the breath, one more time. Coming forward, roll eyes up. And then coming back. So good. So let's come on to all fours. I'm using my right arm first. I'm threading the needle under, letting the side of my head ear touch the mat. And then coming up and opening. Same side. Bring it under through the breath. And I'm allowing my arm to guide my body. In other words, I'm not whipping my arm back. I'm just opening and looking. It's not a big rotation. And let's change side. Let's bring the left side, reach it under, and then come up. And if we go into a position like this one, for example, and you're like, oh, I just feel like I want to hang out there for a minute, right? If you just feel like, oh, my body just wants to stay here, then you can go ahead and stay there. Let's go one more time. Go ahead and stay there. What is your body asking for? And then bring it back. Very nice. All right, let's come over to a seated position. And you can bring your feet and knees sort of in this diamond position. And all we're going to do is open and then round. Do use your abdominals here. So as you curl, come into that nice little scoop and open and round. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open, exhale, round. Let's do this one more time. And inhale, open and round. Now put your hands behind your thighs and just bring yourself right down to lying down position. Take your arms out to a T and just let your legs rock over to one side. Keep your feet, knees together. Come back to center and just evaluate, how does this feel? We're opening through the side body when you keep your ankles and knees glued together. You're opening through the side body. And we're breathing. Moving slowly. Letting your body know it's okay, it's safe to move. If it's resisting and it's hanging on, just breathe into that tension and just let it know it's okay. And then we'll just go to the other side one more time, staying with the breath. And then coming back to center. Good. Step your feet nice and wide, as far apart as they can. And then just let one knee drop down and the other hip open. And then come back. And then other side. So now we're getting into moving those hips internally, externally. Stay with the breath. Find a pace that it's like really working for you. And again, if you want to hang out somewhere longer, if you want to stay in the stretch and just kind of really work it, you can use your hand to work through the hip, open through the back. Maybe you want to just even bounce it gently a little bit. Right? If you want to stay somewhere and just kind of work on it, then just go for that. This is your time to tune in. And we'll just do each side one more time, unless you're doing something in your own rhythm, which is totally fine, encouraged. Big, deep breaths. So good. And then bring it to center. Now bring your legs together. You can hold on just below your knees. You can hold on behind your thighs if that feels better, and just circle your ankles. I did not mention at the beginning of the class to have a pillow nearby if you like your head supported. Take that time now just to grab yourself a pillow. Let's circle the other way. Better to have the ground come up and meet you so you have alignment, and then just point and flex, alternating with the feet. Right? If your head is dropped way back, it's better to have a pillow under your head so your head and spine are aligned. Good. Now bring the legs down to the floor, straighten them out and bring your arms overhead and reach the right leg long and your right arm long. So we're lengthening the whole right side of your body. And then switch to the left. And just go back and forth, kind of like you're walking in a weird way. It would look weird to walk from side to side. And again, if you want to opening, I love the feeling tight. My shoulder. You need to get the pelvis and ribs moving independent of each other. And this is a really great way to do that. One more each side. Notice we don't need to do a ton of reps, right? We can just do enough that feel good and then just bring the arms down. Step the right knee bent, so your right foot is on the floor. Now you can do it from the floor or bring that foot up onto your thigh. Open your right arm and take your left hand to your left knee. And then just take your leg across. So from the floor, you'll just move the leg. It's hard to reach the hand if your foot's on the floor, but you're still taking it across. Your foot is up on your thigh, then your hand can reach your knee and you can guide it.
Okay.
And just go easy, go easy. Small is okay. Breathe. Now come back to center. Bring your right leg into your chest. Again, you can hold under your thigh or below your knee. And just gently draw your thigh in towards you. Draw your shoulders down and reach your left leg long. It's okay if your pelvis shifts. Ease up. Take another breath. Pull the right leg in. Reach the left leg long. Take a breath. Ease up. Take another breath. And draw it in. If you feel pinching in your right hip, don't bring it in as tight. Focus on lengthening the left side instead. And then place the right leg long, bring the left leg up. You can have your left foot on the floor, so as you rotate, you're just taking it across on its own. You can bring your left foot up onto your right thigh, put your right hand on your knee, and facilitate. It's not about how far you go, it's about your body feeling safe to move. The range of motion will increase over time. Stay with your breath. Every once in a while, check in. You might be realizing you've been holding your breath. And we want our breath to guide the movement. It's like your breathing is leading the way. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So good. Come back to center. Bring the left leg in. Give it a hug. Shoulders down and back. And then just draw the thigh in. Reach the right leg long. Again, this is so good for the psoas, which becomes really tight if we sit or bending over, right? Sitting desk, gardening. Ease up, take a breath. Exhale, create that length. Shoulders easy, down and back. And we'll do 2 more with the breath. Be with your body. Body, mind, and spirit, always together in unison. And one more time, reaching. Good. And then just bend both knees. Keep your elbows straight. Scissor one arm up and alternate. Now the arm that's going overhead, keep your elbow locked. Keep it straight. And if your thumb doesn't quite get to the floor, that's okay, but keep your elbow straight. Notice if there's a difference in range from one side to the next. I am on the tail end of a pinch nerve in my right shoulder. My elbow isn't quite getting to the ground, but it's close. And I don't want to compensate or modify by bending the elbow. I want to allow the shoulder to do what it can do. And I just want to bump up to that edge, right? I just want to bump up. There's the tension. I'm just going to stay and lengthen that a little bit with the breath. And then switch. Let's do each side one more time. So if you go inside that's just a little bit edgy, just bump to the edge. Stay with the breath, lengthen. Good. Now clasp your fingers together, turn palms to the ceiling, just stretch up towards the ceiling. Let your shoulder blades come apart. So thinking about the opening across your mid-back. And then bend your elbows. So this is nice if you've got a lot of neck tension, mid-upper back tension. So I am thinking about reaching my arms up, but I'm thinking about opening my shoulder blades, opening across my mid-back to bring the arms up. And let's bend the elbows, and we'll do that 2 more times. So I'm focusing on the back, and the arms and hands are an extension of that. Breathe. And one more time. Good. Now keep the arms up, but just bring the palms together. If they come apart, it's fine. Take the arms to one side. The hands will stagger and knees to the opposite. Turn your head in the same direction as your knees. So your arms go one way, your knees go the other way.
Oh.
Arms go one way, knees go the other way. Breathing. Arms go one way, knees go the other way. Sometimes I'll hold on to a towel, keep the towel tension, or a dowel. Good. And then come back to center. Really nice. Okay. So hands come to your pelvis. So I kind of make a triangle with my fingertips and thumb, and I bring my fingertips right onto my pubic bone. And we just, bless you, we just want to tuck and tilt the pelvis. Tuck and tilt. It's not a big move because we don't want to involve the neck or the upper back. Maybe it'll be involved a little bit, but it's just a rock of the pelvis, a tuck and a tilt. If I had a marble sitting in my pelvis, when I tuck, the marble will roll towards my belly button, and then it'll roll towards the pubic bone. You can also use your hands to direct your pelvis, right? So you press into your palm to tuck, and you press your fingertips towards your pubic bone to reach your pelvis away. Tuck and tilt. Now, as it feels good, you can start to squeeze your glutes and add a little lift. Right, so you can slowly, you're going to take more time for one repetition to start to roll up. And if you want to move your hands to the mat, you can do that. Move slowly, don't rush, take time to articulate. Right, so we're going to tuck, press into the feet. So as you start to come higher and your hips open, check that your ribs stay soft so that you're not lifting from the back. We want to use your glutes here. We want to squeeze your buttocks, press into your feet. And that sense of your hips opening and knees reaching beyond your toes. Stay with the breath. Squeeze, lengthen knees over toes. So collarbone's broad, throat is open, ribs are heavy. And we're working through your feet, your buttocks, hamstrings. If your hamstrings are cramping, you need to use your glutes more. Think about penny pinching, squeezing your inner lower glutes. Your feet aren't together, but they're very close together. So if your feet are wide and your hamstrings are kicking in, just step the feet in so you can use more buttocks. Let's do a few more of these. Notice as we go through, if it starts to feel better, there's more ease in moving, things are loosening up. Very nice. Let's do this one more time. Excuse me. Okay, now what we're going to do here is just hover your pelvis. So I've just lifted my lower body off the mat, and bring your hands up to your rib cage. And we want to try and keep the pelvis, thighs, and feet stable, and just shift your ribs to the right and left, right and left. So your pelvis is just hovered off the mat, and we're moving the ribs laterally, side to side. There's no rotation. Keep the chest heavy. Breathe. So what we're doing here is we're just getting a little more mobility in our spine. Lateral shift side to side. Just do that a couple more times. And then come back to center, roll back down to the ground. Now, we're going to roll the pelvis up again and back down. I want you to notice if it feels easier, like there's a little more flow and ease to the movement. So roll up and then roll back down. And do that again. Just notice if it feels different, better, smoother than it did before we did that lateral motion. That one's really quite powerful for loosening up the spine and the back. And then bring it all the way down. Really nice. Good job, everybody. Okay, so take your fingers, interlock them together, take your hands behind your head, and just let your elbows fall open. Now, keep your pelvis untucked. So how do we know? Tuck your pelvis, feel that there's tension in the glutes. Untuck your pelvis, notice the glutes are relaxed. There's a little space in the low back. Now, just hover your upper body off the mat. So it's just a little hover. Check your shoulders are relaxed. And then just press the back of your head into your hands. You'll notice your back of your neck lengthens. Your chin will tuck forward a little bit, but don't think about that. Just press your head into your hands and notice the lengthening in the neck. The important thing is we're not lifting from our neck. We're going to do a chest lift. You're looking just towards your knees. Come back to the hover. As you exhale, chest lift. So keep your pelvis untucked. It wants to tuck, doesn't it? So untuck it, and because we just want upper. So that sense that your upper abdominals are lifting the load of your upper body. And then back down. And lift. Keep your head gently pressing into your hands so that we're supporting the weight of our head. And your upper abdominals are pressing your lower ribs down to the mat. Again, we don't have to do, 100 sit-ups a day. For functional fitness, we need to be able to move our body and lift our body. So if we do 8 to 10, that's enough for our brain to know that we have the stamina and the strength to lift our body up. Good, let's do 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. And take it all the way down. Nice work. All right, I'm going to roll onto my right side just so I'm facing you. I'm going to take the top leg long, and we want to think about reaching your leg away so your pelvis is stacked, right? Different here, you see my pelvis isn't stacked. Here I reach and I end up with that little space under my ribs. Bring your top arm forward so it tips your body forward a little bit and open this hip. So you take your leg back just a smidge. So we're stacked and rolled. Keep your foot relaxed, lift your leg up and down. Lift up and down. If you have a pillow, you can use your pillow instead of your arm. And lift. So keeping that stacking, so I'm thinking about lengthening as I lift. Reaching your pelvis away from your ribs, and then we're isolating the glute med. If we compress here, we're using a lot of the lower back, and instead we want to lengthen, activates the core for stability, but uses the side hip to move. And we lift and lower. Being tipped slightly forward, keeps the hip open, ensures we're working the sideline. Excellent, nice heavy foot. We'll do 3 more. Keep the length, lengthen to lift. And 1. Good, bring that leg in, give it a little love. And now hold the leg there, keep that arm forward, flex the bottom foot and lift the bottom leg up and down, up and down. So what we're doing here is that we've done a lot of release work through our class today, and now we're just activating the stabilizers, right? When we're feeling tight, it's not enough just to release. We actually want to activate the muscles that are designed to stabilize us, to release the stress off those global muscles that can get tight. Very nice, and lift. Keep your leg lengthened. Good. Notice how the lower belly can't help but engage, right? Access to the deep core muscles is through your inner thigh. And just 2 more. Up and up. Good. Nice transition to the other side is we can come back into a shell stretch. And I'm going to flip my direction to the mat so I'm still facing you. But you can have your back to me because you know what we're doing. So now you're on the other side. And we're going to take the top leg. We want to stack the pelvis. We want to get that length. As you bring your hand forward, you roll. So we want to stack and roll. So you feel the space in the low back. And every time before you lift the leg, think about the lengthening and the lift. The lengthening and the lift. Be in your breath. Okay, so we have the core stability, and it's engaged simply because of our position. When we're in the right alignment, the body does just what it's supposed to do. Alignment is so important. That's it. Keeping the stacking of the pelvis, lengthen as you lift. That's it. Doesn't take long for these muscles to get fatigued, but it's a really good exercise to do because the side hip is what supports you when you walk. And so just enough to say, make sure they're awake. Do 3 more here. That lengthen as you lift. And now bring the leg forward, extend the bottom leg. Let's give that a little love. Don't want to miss that side. Bottom leg lengthens, and here we go. Flex the bottom foot. Lengthen as you lift. Inner thigh, up and down. Use your breath. Nice work. Your last exercise. I hope you are feeling good, stretched out, activated, energized. And exercise, the idea when we're exercising at the right intensity for our body is that it's energy producing. So at the end of something, we should feel invigorated. Just 3 more here. And 2. And 1. Good. So just stay on your side, tuck the knee up, and just pause there for a moment and take a couple of breaths in and out. And again, breathe in and out. Side is a nice place to breathe because the belly sort of relaxes and drops down a little bit. Really good place to let the breath come deep down into the core. And again, 2 more breaths in. One last one. And then bring yourself up to a seated position. You can sit cross-legged if that feels good. You can just sit with your knees up. We won't be here too long. If you're better to come and sit up in your chair, you're welcome to do that. And just lifting through your spine and take some breaths up and in. All right, sitting any way that feels good for you. Just to acknowledge your body for doing whatever it could do today. Whatever it could do today, it did, and we thank it. We must take care of our body. The only one we've got. And sometimes our body needs rest, sometimes it needs movement. Always checking in. Let's take 1 more breath together. And exhale, just a big sigh and drop it out. Thank you so much for joining me today in our somatics class to stretch, move, and breathe together. It is always an honor and a privilege to spend this time taking care of ourselves and supporting each other as we rise each other up. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Right.
Linda.